What up, my geeks? Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine, and today I'm gonna show you. Well, you have your computer. That's the computer right there. A little bit of Wirecast in there, and then of course you have yourself with your camera, and you have that wire over there, and maybe you got a whiteboard back here. And with this, let's just erase this line right here. With this whiteboard, you're saying, okay, I don't want this whiteboard anymore. I want to change that out, and I want to bring in a laptop, and I want to wire that laptop in, so I don't have as much latency as the desktop presenter really shows. So how do you do that? And that's what we're going to show you next. How to make yourself your whiteboard presentation through Wirecast. And Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine, Big Magazine, Put in a Geek, Geekazine.com, YouTube.com/Geekazine, Twitter.com/Geekazine, of course, all the socials, Facebook, Instagram. And then, of course, go over to merch page. We got new t-shirts, including this one, Geek Out, folks. And that's over at Geekazine.com/merch. It's an Amazon store, so you can look for Geekazine on Amazon, and you can find those cool shirts, including this one. And then, of course, like I said, go over to Facebook.com, go over to YouTube.com, subscribe, click on the bell for the notifications, so when I make another video, you know right away to go get it. And then, of course, comment positive thoughts down below and like the video so other people can capture it, find it, and do what they need to do. So today, I'm going to show you how you can take some of the stuff. You'll have to do a little bit of upgrading, but you'll be able to do this. You'll be able to not only have your desktop in a presenter mode, so you're capturing it, but it's also capturing with a less latency. That was one big problem with the desktop presenter, and I'm assuming with the new NDI tools it's going to get a lot better, but there's still a little bit of latency with NDI tools. We're going to use some NDI tools to show you a cool trick you can do with this. But I've got right here my HP Elite X2. And the best part, this is a tablet. It's a 2-in-1 tablet laptop. It's got the Wacom stylus, which I really enjoy doing any type of writing or drawing, because if I put my palm down on the screen, it's not going to register that as anything as I continue to write. And of course, I also have my iPad right here, the 10.5-inch iPad, which I don't have connected yet because I want to show you something really cool about this. It is all using a new piece of equipment that I got. And let me show you that piece of equipment. It's called the Magewell Pro Capture Quad HDMI card. I can actually capture 4 HDMI sources, 4 camera sources in HDMI. So I have my main camera source, which is you see all the time. I have my secondary source, which is a GoPro up in the corner. How you doing? I have my third source, a triary source as you call it, would be right here, a PTZ Optics point tilt zoom. So I use this for doing a lot of blogger days and stuff like that. So I can move this around. And then of course, I'm getting the laptop screen of the Elite X2 right there. And I set up a scene for that, and I'll show you that in a second. Now, if you don't have Wirecast, remember, go over to Wirecast, Geekazine.com/Wirecast, Geekazine.com/Wirecast. That will get you that to look at the programs and price it out which version you want. To do the NDI tools, you do need the Pro version of Wirecast. And of course, you can always tip me if you like these tutorials. PayPal.me/Jeff Powers. PayPal.me/Jeff Powers. Now, to get that Magewell card, simple as that, go over to Geekazine.com/Magewell, Magewell. I link to the Amazon page, of course. That is an affiliate link, and I'd appreciate any type of help that you can get me with keeping these lights on, because that's the important thing, so I can get more videos out to you. So, all right, so now let me show you how this all works. We have our Wirecast set up. And of course, setting up the sources fairly straightforward. All you have to do is go to your Wirecast, go to your capture devices, put in this case, it would be the 4th one, to create the screen. And then I just layered it with my other video from HDMI 1 on there. I did all 4 of them. Corner to corner to corner to corner was pretty cool to have 4 cameras at once. To do this on the PC, it's actually very straightforward. There's an actual drawing. If you've got a touch screen, you have a drawing app. And that's what we're using. It looks like a little note with a line through it. I'm going to hit that. I can create sticky notes. I can do a sketch pad. I can do a screen sketch, or I can bring in another app to draw on. We're just going to use a sketch pad right now. And as you can see, there's my first drawing. I'm just going to erase that so we have a blank screen. Now, using the Wacom stylus, I can come in here and I can say, okay, Geekazine. And then I basically showed you my setup. I've got an AMD system here with 16 gigabytes of memory, RAM, whatever you want to call it. Let's call it RAM, and an 8 gigabyte video card, and then of course the Magewell right in there. So that, and I have 4 lines coming out. So I have 3 cameras, 1 camera here, 1 camera here. We'll erase this because one of the cameras is back here and I'm right here. And then of course the laptop set up for capture. Like I said, I do a lot of blogger talks, a lot of tech talks. And so doing something like this gives added value to the internet universe out there, instead of having a big whiteboard, because there's a lot of problems with whiteboards. And I've got lights that are pointed at me, and that causes a big glare on the back screen. Don't want that. I want to make it look as professional, and I want you to see it as best as you can. And this is the best way to do it. And like I said, you can use Desktop Presenter. It's going to get better with the NDI tools. But right now, there is that latency. So I could have the pen like this, and you'd see me draw the last couple lines. And there's also some cool stuff I can do here. But watch this. If I'm using my NDI tools, I'll bring up my NDI player. You have to download the NDI tools onto the laptop, and I'm going to hook up to my Wirecast. And now I'm up on the screen. It's going to take a second for, there we go. Now it sees me. So I'm going to look like this, and I'm going to hit this button. And then I hit screen sketch. And yeah, it didn't take a good capture of me, but you get the idea. Here it is. Now I've got the screen capture. So it's like, okay, my eyes are closed. So I'm gonna kind of put on some shades here. There we go. And I'm gonna put some devil horns on me, and maybe a nice thought balloon saying Geekazine. Boom, like that. And you get the idea. So now I can do some really cool stuff. I can do the John Madden and go, here's a guy that you got here and you got this guy over here and this guy over here, and he's gonna go here, and this guy's gonna go here, and this guy's gonna round out here, and then this guy's gonna be here, and there you got John Madden. Oh, that's crazy. Maybe a little bit of hair. Let's put a little bit of hair on it. Here we go. Now we got John Madden. So you can have a lot of fun with this, and just do a whole bunch of screen grabs, do a whole bunch of captures, and go from there. Now, let's say you don't have a PC. Let's say you got an iPad. You can do it just right there as well. All I have to do, and this is I love this about the Magewell. It's pretty plug and play. So let's go back here. We got the NDI screen up. I'm gonna just unplug it right here. You can see a blue screen. Flip it over here. Plug it into my iPad. There's a cool app in Paper 53 that you can use to do a whole bunch of drawing here, because they got a lot of cool options here. Hello. And that looks a lot, or Hellbow. Hello. Of course, you can bring it up on screen, and you can bring up other apps as well and go from there. And you know, with the Magewell, I love it because of the fact I don't have to reboot anything. Some of the other capture cards I've used had to do that, and I can switch it back and forth without it going crazy. And the other cool thing is these cameras are at different resolutions, different bit rates, and it handles them just fine. So I'm really excited about that card. And if you want to take a look, it's not cheap, But you know, if you're stepping up your game, you want to get yourself the Magewell Pro Capture Quad at geekazine.com/Magewell, geekazine.com/Magewell. And of course, if you still don't have Wirecast yet, geekazine.com/Wirecast to get yourself a copy. So that's pretty much it. That's how you create yourself a little whiteboard presentation using Wirecast. There's some other ways to do it, of course, but this is just a fun little way with the software and hardware. You can find me over at Geekazine. Tweet me at Geekazine, Facebook me at Geekazine. You get the idea. And of course, YouTube. Remember, subscribe over at youtube.com/Geekazine. Hit that bell for the notifications. Comment on the video, positive thoughts, and like the video, and we'll go from there. So, thanks a lot for watching. And remember to get the Geek Cool merch over at geekazine.com/merch. And we will see you next time for another cool, we'll flip over to this camera, cool Wirecast tutorial. My name is Jeffrey Powers. I got a lot of cools. Cool Wirecast tutorial. Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys geek out and take care.